Hey guys, it's Tom from Resale America in the Lakeland Square Mall. I'm here with Paul. We have an amazing message for you.
We appreciate everybody liking, following, and sharing us on our Resale America page, and that's why we are here to make sure that you get all the updated information. Like right up on top of the Facebook page, hit that like and you're going to get every daily notification.
That's right. If you haven't been to Resale America yet, remember we are the world's largest liquidation store right here in Lakeland, Florida, right in the Lakeland Square Mall. And what does Resale America do? We buy truckloads from the world's largest liquidators like Walmart, Target, Home Depot, Lowe's, Ashley, Wayfair. We buy truckloads from all these people, and then we mix it with stuff that people trade in on it. So we have the most unique shopping experience that anybody could ever have.
So we buy new and used, like Tom was saying, we interjoin it together, giving the customer experience like never before. Right here under 110,000 square feet, where we sell furniture, we sell electronics, we sell household, we sell collectibles. We have everything. If you can't find it here, you're not going to find it anywhere. Because that's what is so grand about Resale America Lakeland. We were in the former Macy's in Lakeland Square Mall. Make sure you see us. But Tom, what if they can't afford a $1,000 couch?
Listen, if they can't afford the couch, we have free 90-day Save Us Cash financing. That's right, we have a SEMA financing here at Resale America. All you have to do is text 44683 to 22462. From the comfort of your own home, stay on your couch, sit down, relax. All you have to do is text 44683 to 22462.
Which gets better. So we get the $1,000 couch. You watch our daily videos, and we give 10% off daily keywords. That's right, 10% off. So that's a huge savings on top of already great savings.
Resale America, Lakeland Square Mall, where our prices are incredible. Nobody beats our prices. Our strategy, our store, everything we do is the best in the business. Resale America, Lakeland Square Mall, where our prices are insane. And today we bought a $50,000 Target electronics load. Canon EOS Rebel T7. Look at this. GoPro 8, Galaxy S20, Beats Studio 3, Apple AirPods. Look at this. Samsung Galaxy Buds. Apple Watch. Look at that one. Rose gold. Everybody wants rose gold. 6 terabyte. I think it's a Tab A. A Tab A. Power Beats Pro. 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 I don't even know. Hey guys, it's Tom and Diana from Resale America in the Lakeland Square Mall, and we just got in a huge load of Ashley furniture. So here at Resale America, we buy truckloads from Walmart, Target, Home Depot, Amazon, Wayfair, and now Ashley. It is your choice if you want to go pay full retail or get it for almost 50% off the retail price here at Resale America.
And we have sectionals.
We have the perfect dad's chair.
We have couches, and we have TV stands. And we have gorgeous dining room tables that you can use as a craft table. We have beds. We have Ashley sets for outdoor and patio.
So we have over 500 pieces of furniture here at Resale America. Come down and see Diana and I for the best deals in town. Resale America in the Lakeland Square Mall, where we sell for less.
What's up, guys? Stan, the cameraman. Sorry, Tom's not in here yet. He's in his office. I don't know what he's doing. He's probably busy doing whatever it is that he does. So I'm waiting on him. I don't know. Do you guys want to ask me any questions? Just let me know. Been working with Tom. I'm sorry about this haircut. My wife, first time cutting my hair. Yeah, if you got any questions for me, any questions regarding what I do for Tom or anything about Tom, I could probably answer it. Yeah. And Tom's teaching me how to grow my wealth, I guess. He's doing a pretty good job. You know, he's showing me all the potholes and all the things that I should not do as a young person. And I've fallen down a lot of potholes. I do have a student loan, a very high student loan, because I went to art school. Bad idea, but, you know, I am from Jamaica, and now I'm here in the U.S. doing my thing. I love it. And now I'm just trying to avoid all the money traps, because I don't know these money traps, because I'm still, you know, still relatively new. So, but I'm going to play some more videos while Tom makes his way down here, hopefully soon enough. Sorry for the delay.
All right, ladies of Lakeland, call Grady Judd because we have just stolen some shoes. That's right, we bought 1,200 pairs of Macy's shoes that range in average retail $80 to over $200, and we're blowing them out. We got brands like Coach, Calvin Klein, Michael Kors, DKNY, 1,200 pairs of shoes. That's right, and we're blowing them out for $20. So remember, Resale America in the former Macy's is now selling Macy's shoes for only $20. Come down to Resale America where we sell for less. Hey guys, it's Tom from Resale America, and I just want to tell you about the incredible financing offer that we have here in the store. That's right, we offer a SEMA here at Resale America. What is a SEMA? A SEMA is easy financing that you can do from your own home. Right now, you can do it from your phone at your own home. All right. Let's go. Am I live?
Yeah, you're live.
I'm live.
Yep.
Man, look at all the comments already. These are today's comments?
Oh, no, that was me. I just texted you.
Oh. Hey guys, it's Tom from Liquidation Motivation. Super excited to be on here. You know, long weekend. Kids had football, got their butts kicked, but I guess that's the way it goes. I'm, a few topics I do want to talk to today. Are these today's comments or from the other day?
No, this is from today.
I got to start posting videos. I love seeing the finds, how the business works. Yeah, we did get a couple complaints that we're not doing our normal videos anymore, but Stan and I are working hard to get there. We've just been super, super busy doing these videos, and the ones we're also doing a podcast called Pump Your Coin. I'm doing it with another gentleman. It's all about crypto. But yeah, so hopefully today we have 2 videos coming up, one today, maybe one tomorrow on our regular stuff. Oh, I see what's going on. When you post something, it comes in, it posts and everything. So I don't know. All right, but there's a few things that I want to discuss today, if I can remember both of them. But the first one is, talking to different brokers, a lot of the real brokers, the ones that are direct, the ones that actually have the real loads, typically don't want to deal with new people in the business. And I heard it recently from another broker that reached out to me and said they wanted to work with me and help me getting loads. And then I heard it, I hear it all the time that they don't want to explain the business to somebody new in the business. You know what I mean?
Yeah, somebody who's well-rounded.
Yeah, somebody that's been, we've been buying and selling for 20 years. We have the stores. So they know selling to us, we're going to get, right? We're going to understand that there's going to be, if you order a load from the north, there's going to be mice in it. if you're going to order, if you're going to order, sometimes you get crappy loads, sometimes you get marginal loads. When you've been in the business, you understand it's not always a win. I think the funniest thing or the worst thing about this business is you're always excited to get the load, and when it comes in, it's never great. You know what I mean? It's never like, most times it meets your expectations, but it's never like above and beyond, right? And sometimes it's below your expectations. And if you don't have all your different levels of selling, you can't buy loads, you can't buy pallets, you can't buy anything. You shouldn't be in this business if you don't have the levels that we talk about. Plus new people in the business are always looking for 1 or 2 pallets. And these big brokers, right, they don't want to deal with somebody with 1 or 2 pallets. They want to sell truckloads. So today I'm going to drive to a brokerage house. She says she has all these different kinds of loads. I'm going to go put my eyes on them myself so I can see what I think. Because my opinion, what she's saying and what I'm saying is 2 different things right now. I know the loads that I get. I know what I buy. She's claiming that they're the same thing or better. And, so the best thing to do is, listen, air flights with like Allegiant and what's the other cheap airline there? What's the yellow one? Spirit Airlines. Spirit. Flights are so damn cheap right now. Right, getting a flight anywhere is so cheap. It's best for you to take a flight to a warehouse, go put your eyes on the product, look at the product so you can see exactly what you're getting. If you can, obviously direct loads from Amazon, you can't get that kind of stuff, but we will see. We will see. I'm very excited. I'm going to go. It's a few hour drive for me, but it's going to be good for me to see her and get my eyes on the product. Hey, Tom, is that square thing on your apron, your walkie-talkie? Can you share what kind they are and how do you like them? So, yeah, Dom, this is my microphone, right? So this is a wireless microphone setup that Stan has that goes with his camera. Paul's got it on here. We actually have the cord. If I want to put that in my pocket and put the little microphone here, I could put that on too. But, we're not really hiding anything in these videos. So yeah, that's a microphone. And the brand is, what's the brand? RODE is the brand. It's if I don't know how the volume sounds to you right now, but if you listen to it, we get lots of compliments in our videos about how the audio is. I'm going to tell you, when I watch YouTube channels, if the audio is not good, I do not watch it. I turn it right off. If it's muffled or echoing, or if they have a deep accent, I turn it right off because then I'm forcing myself. I want to be able to hear something. I don't want to have to listen to it. So. I'm forcing myself to listen hard. If you don't buy truckloads, they don't want to talk to you. You're right, Cody. You're right. They don't want to talk to you if you're not buying loads. There's probably more money in selling pallets, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of hustle. It's a lot of moving this, a lot of moving that. Don't you think they'd rather make $1,000 doing this? Hey, Amazon, ship it to this address. Boom, that's done, right? Or do you think they want to be walking around with somebody who's never sold before, only look for 1 or 2 pallets, and then they make a couple $100 a pallet? We do sell pallets only because we get too much stuff. But I am, the person I talked about doing they did a bin store and they killed it. They absolutely crushed it. So, I'm excited to see what kind of product mix they used. They gave me the sales numbers, and I was just kind of shocked about the kind of sales. Probably double what I'm doing, maybe even a little bit more. So obviously their product. So if they're direct and they own a bin store, obviously they're getting the product for a pretty good value, pretty good price. So we'll see. We'll see if I come in with a new truckload.
Yeah, it's the most important part of our communication, getting networked with everybody. So now you learn what she does and different avenues, different criteria, different.
This person was my number 1 supplier for a while,
awesome.
Buying truckloads, and then during Corona, the loads just disappeared. But then, then my local guy who I'd always been buying from all of a sudden started getting the high piece count truck bins. So I didn't need to buy from anybody else. But now that I'm trying to ramp up, I went and looked at about 10 different locations the other day. I'm making phone calls today to opening up my 3rd bin store. But actually I found 2 locations that seem to work. and I can actually open both of them up because they're quite a ways away from each other. I am trying to expand my bin store locations, my bin store business. It's so much easier. And now that if I get this new connection and I get more of the high piece count loads, it'll make a lot more sense to me. You know, it'll be a lot more profitable. So I'm pretty excited. I'm always excited,
Definitely.
but I'm pretty excited to see how this works out today. I'm not looking forward to the drive, but you know, I guess that's just part of business, right? I mean, I don't have to coach football tonight. So this is the best day. If not, I have to go later on in the week. So I'd like to just get it done. So if you guys have any questions or comments, put it down in the bottom there. You know, we talk about anything from flipping to eBay to Amazon. What's your greatest eBay flip? You know, and let me tell you a story about one time. So this guy brought in a guitar, right? A guitar to my resale shop, and my buying manager at the time turned it away because the neck was snapped. Right, and everybody knows you can't buy a guitar with a snap neck, right? And it had one of those, you know, those little twisty things you put, the metal things, you turn the screwdriver on, it tightens it, whatever that metal, I don't even know what those things are called. It had it holding the neck together. So my buying manager said, you know, we can't buy that, the neck is snapped. So then I walked down my sidewalk, I was in the city, upstate New York, and I'm going to my favorite restaurant, right? Because they have prime rib sandwiches there. And I was addicted to prime rib sandwiches at lunch. And I'm with my nephew. So I'm going to the restaurant, and I see the guitar in the garbage in front of the restaurant I'm going to. So I go to my nephew. I said, hey, if that's still there, by the time we're done with lunch, you're going to sell that on eBay. We go in, we have a prime rib sandwich, and I have a couple beers. We're hanging out. I know the owners. We're having a good time. And about an hour and a half later, I come out. Sure enough, that guitar is still in the garbage. So we pull it out of the garbage. We put it on eBay, and it does $860 on eBay, right? So my buying manager made the mistake of automatically turning it down without even investigating or looking it up or looking to see what it is. And then you know, the guy who owned it, so there was a guitar shop next to mine. He must have went to the guitar shop and tried to sell it because that was next to the restaurant, and they turned it down, right? But nobody understood the value of this thing.
It's easy to do.
Yeah. Now, this was like it was something like a solid wood guitar from the 50s. I didn't even know what it was. But $860 on eBay. That's one of my favorite eBay selling stories. You have to look things up. You have to look things up. If you don't look things up, you're going to miss out on so many deals, so many bargains. It doesn't matter what it is. We talk about this all the time. There's lower end stuff and higher end stuff in every category. Even computer monitors, right? You can buy a computer monitor for $40, but there's some that are touchscreen, internet ready, smart, you know, that are $1,000. You just got to look everything up, man. Look everything up.
It's easy to do. I mean, first person made the mistake not too long ago about Wally. You know, the customer bought it. Wally is missing a battery pack, was dirty. I'm like, no, this ain't for us, kind of store. Tom brought it over, did a little investigation. Damn thing cost $1,200.
Yeah,
and then, you know,
yeah, that was funny because now it looked dirty and damaged, and I didn't realize that's how it's supposed to look because it's Wally, right? Because he lived in the junkyard, and that was kind of funny. And you're right, the battery was missing and the remote wasn't there.
You know, just dirty crud in there.
And so I think the guy said to me, "Just give me $50. I'll take $50." And so I'm looking it up. Sure enough, as is, it's $400 to $500 on eBay. As is. Working, it's a lot more. In the box, it's a lot more. So we put it out for $400. We bought it for $50, put it out for $400. Sure enough, very next day, somebody offered me $300 for it. We sold it the very next day. Yeah, so don't discount anything. Don't discount anything. Look it up. Look it up. It's super important. Judy, hi, I'm about to start selling on Amazon. Can you give me some advice? I want to start with arbitrage and wholesale. Yeah, definitely arbitrage. I'd start out with from retail arbitrage. And those of you that don't know what retail arbitrage is, it's when you go into a store. My favorite stores to go into are Walmart's and Home Depot, Lowe's, those kind of stores. You go to their clearance section, their sales section, and you scan the products for Amazon. And you have the Amazon seller app in your hand, and you can see like maybe this Bitcoin bull is in there for $10. You scan the barcode, you look on Amazon, the Amazon might be selling it for $59.99. Your payout would be $38, right? So would you buy it for 10 to make 38? Hell yeah, you would. So that's what retail arbitrage. I used to make my shopping trips. I bring it back to my office. I fill my conference table, and every day I could send to Amazon hundreds of items, and with a profit margin of thousands of dollars. If you're a hustler, it gets a little. I don't want to say boring or tedious or what, but I mean, you're driving from store to store to store to store constantly. And, to put in an 8-hour, 10-hour day of going store to store, by the end of the day, you're a little exhausted. But that's what it takes. That's what it takes. So that's called retail arbitrage. My favorite retail arbitrage story was I went into a Walmart one time and they were clearancing out all their routers. And there was like 200 routers that were on clearance. So I scanned them all and I was able to make money on about 30 of them. So I put the 30 routers in my cart and I'm going up to the front to pay. And all of a sudden I see this sign. So there's like a roll around cart up front with some clearance stuff on it. And the sign says 50% off clearance store wide today only. I'm like, what? So everything I just scanned was now half the price that I thought it was. So I ran right back to those, and now I have a new price basis. I scanned all those routers again. So that day I took home over 100 routers. I spent $4,000 at that Walmart, but I'm telling you, I made about $7,000 once they all sold. It was a super good deal. So look at look at all those. Look at retail arbitrage. That's the first thing that I would do. Number 2 is private labeling on Amazon. So yeah, Judy, you just said Amazon's restrictions are crazy on newbies. That's for sure. So it's called being gated. So you're gated in many products when you first go on Amazon, which means you're not allowed to sell on those products. You have to apply to be ungated. And a lot of times now, they require that you get receipts. They require that you prove that you're buying these products wholesale, because they don't want, they don't really like people going in and just selling in all the different categories. But if you're private labeling something, you're selling your own product. So that's really where everybody wants to be in Amazon, is you learn how the system works in retail arbitrage, and then you private label, because there's really no restrictions on a product that you're making yourself. But the general typical way to private label is like you go to Alibaba.com, you order a Chinese product, you get it shipped here, you label it. Now it's Tom's Bitcoin Bull, even though it's coming from China, and even though there's 20 more on there, there's Paul's Bitcoin Bull, Stanley's Bitcoin Bull, and I'm just going to try to market better than you. So that's like the traditional way, and I think that's really saturated. It's hard to do. There's people out there with algorithms and computer programs that are working these kind of products. And I don't recommend getting into that part of the business. Plus, supply chain issues are horrible. I mean, I had a product one time that it just was doing horrible. It was doing okay, and then all of a sudden it spiked. And because it spiked, I tried to reorder, and my reorder period was 4 weeks, right? So now I'm out of inventory for 4 weeks till my reorder comes in. And, so now I got to start all over again. I got to start all over and try to build my sales up. So what I recommend is to find a competitive advantage here in the States. That means find somebody that manufactures or distributes a product that you have a competitive advantage with. Meaning, Paul's wife, let's say Paul's wife works at a place that manufactures cologne. All right. So we go to Paul's wife and say, Paul's wife, we want to wholesale your cologne. And because it's Paul's wife, they give us the same discount Walmart gets when they order from the company, right? Those kind of opportunities are out there. I private labeled a tape company. We did commercial tapes and athletic tapes, and it worked really well. We private labeled vents, commercial heating vents you'd put in a drop ceiling, stuff like that. We private labeled because my neighbor was the lead lab tech for that company. So find people like that. Find somebody in your area, in your city, that's making something or distributing something, and you can get the competitive advantage and private label those products. That's what I would look for when you're going into private labeling.
Doing the history on the stores and so forth, how we do our keywords and everything. Michael's is the only company I know that makes about 90% of all their inventory.
Really?
Yep, Michael's Arts and Crafts.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I would have thought that they shipped everything in from China.
Most definitely, but yeah, they make their own, and it's pretty.
Yeah,
it's a fun read.
So selling on Amazon, I'm telling you, I've had some of my biggest sales month ever on Amazon, because you'll come across one product that you can just sell thousands of in a couple days. You know, that happens on Amazon. You don't really see that in any other platform. Even, you know, I guess, I mean, I did, my story is that I bought the Apple chargers. It's Lightning to HDMI to hook your iPhone to the TV. I got 1,000 of those on one of my pallets. I sold them for $30 a piece in about a week, $30,000. And those are mostly, what happened was I put those on eBay, and then everybody in the world was drop shipping me from eBay because they're selling for twice as much anywhere else. So if you were to order them on Walmart.com, they're actually coming from eBay, coming from me, and I'm shipping their Walmart.com order out. And you know when somebody's drop shipping you because they tell you not to put any private information, any of my information on the package. So, you know, it's fun. It's fun. It's fun. I love Amazon, but, you know, I love eBay too. eBay opens up for a little bit different. You know what I'd also sell on? There's a huge opportunity on Amazon to sell products, right, that are used like new. So let's say that you're buying pallets of Amazon, and something comes in, little box damage, right? I go on there and sell that item used like new, and then I put in the description, new box damage. And you might not get, let's say something's $100, you're still going to get $80 out of it, and it sells fast. People would rather have that, save that $20. I always look, when I buy an Amazon product, you buy an Amazon, say it's $100, always look down to the right a little bit. It'll say products offered by other sellers, right? And you click on that, you can see everybody selling these products at a discount. Could be used like new, could be used, you know, in good condition, used, poor condition. You can see all the different categories that you can buy them in, and they get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. You know, one time I needed a mixing board for a DJ setup, and new, it was $100. Somebody had it used like new for, I think it was $50, so half the price. I ordered it, it was brand new. It came in brand new in the box. So they probably couldn't sell it new, but they could sell it used, right? But they legally could sell it used. So if anybody has any questions or comments, put it down in the comment box down there. Any information you want on flipping, eBay, Amazon, truckloads, pallet loads, anything like that. And you know what? And anything anybody wants to talk about crypto, we can talk about crypto. Although our crypto, when we talk about crypto, our viewers go way down, way down. What else we got there? If you don't buy truckloads, you don't want to talk to you. So this weekend we've been having, you know, like we've always said, if you're going to open a store, you got to be a marketing company. And I'm telling you, our marketing has been paying off lately. Everything, you know, our sales in our store have kind of exploded, right, in the last month, I'd say.
Yes.
You know, and it's really, September is one of the slowest times of the year. So, you know, we wouldn't expect sales to be so good in September. And now we're in Florida, so snowbirds are going to start coming down here pretty soon, and then it's really going to explode. But we are getting so much inventory lately. Sales are great. We're clearing out our back rooms. We're clearing everything out. It's an exciting time.
We're making a good name for ourselves here.
Yeah. Paul does his videos daily. We do these videos. These are posted on all of our different platforms. Yeah. All right, Judy D. Oh, I got a 20% employee discount at Macy's and Bloomingdale's. Can I do retail, wholesale, or retail arbitrage with them? Certainly, I would. If you get a 20% employee discount, I'd go right to their clearance rack. And I think it's Macy's that like does the shoes and like according to the dates of what discount you can get on them. You know, like sometimes it's like 60 or 80% off the clearance shoes. Any way that you can get a competitive advantage. So take that 20% off, include the clearance, go to the clearance section, find stuff. You know, I find new with tag clothing, you can probably get about 50% of the new price when you put it on eBay. But if it's 70% off plus you get the other 20, you know, there is an opportunity to make money there. I certainly would use that. Cody said, are load costs going lower for you guys? First of all, they're more available, and I do see them going lower and lower. It just seems like there's a lot more out there right now, especially since Corona. When Corona was around, I couldn't get anything, and a lot of my regular contracts dried up. you know, so we kind of lost touch. But then my local guy kind of improved everything that he got. He was getting a lot more. But I mean, I am seeing low cost loads, but you know, just be careful that they're not processed loads. You really don't want processed loads. They're not good. They're you know, there's a lot of companies out there that own stores, you know, so if you go to somebody that doesn't own a store, then you know, then you know that they're not cherry picking the loads. So some of the biggest guys in the industry have 30, 40, 50, 60 stores out there. But they do sell direct loads. So that's why I always want to buy direct loads. Things that come from the fulfillment center right to me. Nobody touches it. Nobody has a chance to put a grubby paws on it, right? You know, I want to have the excitement when I open something up that there could be good stuff in there. But I'm not saying that's a bad business model or bad for business. There is buyers for those lower end loads, but the prices have to reflect that, you know. Like I know that Excess Limited was selling some process loads for like 6%. That's a pretty good deal at 6%, you know. The problem is you're going to get a ton of phone cases, a ton of masks, a ton of the stuff you don't want because they're taking the stuff out that they want to put in their stores. So, you know, I mean, if you're doing a flea market, it's probably good for you. They're high piece counts, but you know, I don't like to deal with it. I want to be able to open something up and take the chance that there might be cell phones or tablets or laptops or who knows what's in it. Oh, another thing is that we sold I don't know, did I tell you this? We sold an Amazon mystery load the other day. So a mystery box, 8 boxes, which we're out of right now.
Hot commodity.
Yeah, I'm trying to get more from my nonprofit. So we sell 8 coffin boxes for $400. This one guy found 3 3D printers in there and sold each of them for $800, so $2,400. So I'm like, and he came back and we didn't have any available. And he was mad. I'm like, yeah, I get it why you're mad, man.
3 in one pallet. Wow.
Yeah, 3 of them. That's awesome.
That's a whole good.
Did you think about, Ben says, did you think about building a PVC pipe frame around one of those blue square plastic kiddie pools? They put signage and advertising around the base so frame is hidden. I did see somebody had that in one of their pictures for a bin store. I did see that. I mean, it's in my mind. I've mentioned before that I'm trying to get these orange crates that are 18 inches deep and they stack, so I can put product in there, stack them, ship them to my store. So I'm thinking about, and then I'm thinking a frame they can just sit on the frame. And if I can get enough of those, I can send them to all my stores, and they just every week they replace the bins. So that's kind of the direction I'm going. I did see the pools. I'm not a big fan of the looks of the pools. I understand the functionality of it. But you know, hey, if you know, the truth is, in bin stores, customers don't care. They're looking for value.
No,
they're looking for value. Like I said, my bin store is Stan, put up my bin store, right? It's just press board, right? Just crappy press board with duct tape around the outside. So who am I to say what doesn't look good? See, I mean, they don't care, right? They don't care. They don't care what these bins look like. People will shop at them anyways. So, you know, I could have painted them. I could have done a lot to them, but they honestly don't care. Sales has been steady since the day that we opened, and so yeah, anything that'll hold product, and you would think that would
yeah, with our weight distribution, like our bins are perfect, 2x4s. It doesn't matter about the style, just the weight content in it.
Yeah, you want to make sure they're sturdy, and like we bought some. Oh, this is our other bin store. So these tables, so we built bins and we screwed them to tables that we bought at a store that went out of business. And the tables underneath collapse every once in a while. So that doesn't, I mean, it worked out good, but we're having to stabilize the tables. The tables weren't designed for that kind of weight. Judy says, what do you think about Ninja Liquidation? What'd you buy from them? I've never bought from Ninja Liquidation. I really don't know much about them, so I can't advocate them. The people that I buy from is Excess Limited, Essex. I bought it from Midtown Liquidators. I buy locally. I look for nonprofits. I know that Colton Carlson does a lot of brokering of loads. You can get a hold of him. those are the people that I buy from. It's you would think that I buy a lot more having the big store and then the 2 bin stores, but I don't have to, because of my local connection, I don't have to buy a lot. And that hurts me in one sense, because I want to be a big buyer, right? Because I want all these brokers to come to me and say, hey, I got this, I got that. But because I get so much locally, I don't have to outsource it.
We got the best of both worlds here. We have a nice warehouse where we can buy truckloads, but we also sell single pallets for people that just want to buy a pallet that are still in the game trying to learn to get up to buy truckloads.
Yeah, but I'm looking to up my game. I'm looking to up my game with more product, more bin stores. I'm calling on a 14,000 square foot store today, an old grocery store that shut down. I want to see what they're looking to get out of that place. I drove up to the Alcala area the other day, and I'm telling you, you're so much better off driving the area you want to look in to find a location. I drove around, and you're looking for those marginal plazas. Every town, most towns you go through, you got the nice grocery store, you got Walmart, you got Lowe's. Keep driving, and then you got the smaller Family Dollars. Keep driving. When you get on the outskirts of town, you got the marginal plazas. Those are where you want to put your bin store. That's where you're going to get the cost-effective space. You don't care. Listen, I went into one bin store. It didn't have any floors. It didn't have any ceilings. The walls were sheetrock. They haven't been mud and taped. You don't care. You tell the landlord, I'll take it as is, just like it looks. Don't do any work to it. Give me a discounted rate because you're not doing any work. And, those are the kind of places you want to put your bin store in. People do not care. People do not care what it looks like in there. Now, I'm not saying you don't sweep the floor. You don't clean the windows. I'm not saying any of that stuff.
Quarters episode.
Yeah, I'm just saying they just don't care. They don't care. They want to get deals. They want to get bargains. They want to find, it's going to be resellers. It's going to be Amazon people, eBay people. It's going to be flea market people. It's going to be bargain shoppers. Bargain shoppers don't give a shit. My wife will never go into a bin store, right? She's used to go pay in full retail. She's not a bargain shopper. She's not one of those people. You don't care. That's not who you're looking for. That's not who you're going for. You're going for guys like me who love to find deals, and they don't care what it looks like in there. Have you ever dug through the garbage to find a bargain? Hell yeah. On YouTube, there's a ton of people that all they do for a living is go through garbage. They would go to like Michael's and pick the garbage at night because Michael's will throw stuff away, or it's just crazy. It's crazy. One guy found 20 iPads in a garbage at an Apple store, and I think because they were iCloud locked, or I don't even know. But it's just insane. Tommy Seals, my man, Tommy Seals. Those look like full 4x8 tables. So the ones behind me are just smaller tables. They're only 4 foot by 3 foot tables that we bought out of. Do you remember the name of that store about those?
Sears.
Those are Sears?
The bottoms? Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so those are from Sears. And then we put 4x8 tops on them, just screwed them down right through the tables. That worked out well. The other bin store is just, this is just 2x4s on the bottom. David says, what do you think and experience about buying mattresses? There's a load in my city closing today on B-Stock, and bidding is at 150. Is it worth the hassle if all turn out to be used? So what we sell in our store is refurbished mattress, not refurbished.
They're refurbished.
Called refurbished?
Refurbished.
Okay. So what it is the mattresses have a core. So they take a used mattress, take out the core, the springs, they sanitize it, then put a new cover on it. So it looks brand new. And we get them at half the price. So we can sell mattresses for right? We sell singles for $90.
Yeah, most competitive around.
Yeah, sure. Even a pillow top king size mattress, I think we got at what, $299?
$299.
With a box
top.
spring. Yeah, with a pillow top. That's just a great deal. That same mattress is $1,000. So I've been offered these mattress loads, and I think especially at 150, yeah, you're going to get more than just used mattresses. And I'm not afraid of you. I like used mattresses. People will buy used mattresses. There's mattresses out there, and I forget what they're called because I don't buy them, but
I think there's some states where it's illegal to sell used mattresses, though.
Yeah, they want you to
New
have
Hampshire
like
and
some
so
sort of
forth,
tag on it. I don't even know. I don't.
Yeah.
You know what? I've heard that. So I'm from New York and now I'm in Florida. I've heard like you got to sanitize this, but I've never had the furniture police come out and talk to me about it. Never. Maybe by me putting this out there, somebody might turn me in, but
No,
I've never had
no.
anybody say anything about that kind of stuff. But I do know that it's a thing. I do know that it is a law that it's supposed to be, I think, sanitized or something.
I agree with you. I think it's 50-50. 50 people are, I don't want to use, but then the other 50, they're just happy to have anything at a competitive price.
Yeah,
So, it gives them a deal.
Yeah. There's like downsides to this business, right?
Yeah.
So half the people won't buy a used mattress, half people will. Half the people don't care if food is expired, half the people do, right?
Yeah.
What are the other bad things in here? Half the people
Use and new,
some people don't like used stuff. Some people do. Some people see the value in the savings. I don't understand why I could buy this in the store for brand new, or a week later somebody had this in their house and they come in and bring it to my store. Well, I don't understand what the difference is. I don't care what the difference is. I don't care. I like used. I'd just assume buy used stuff if it's going to be half the price. I'd rather keep my money. I mean, you just need it to be in reasonable condition. It doesn't have to be in great condition. Just needs to be in reasonable condition. So don't worry about it. And when people come to complain about that kind of stuff, just, let Nancy complain and then tell her to go home, right? Is it Nancy?
Nancy, Karen.
Oh, Karen. Tell Karen
Nancy,
that she can complain. Let her complain. Just listen to her complaining and just say, yeah, I know, I get it. Right? Never agree. Never tell them that you're going to, get rid of this stuff. Just, there is, obviously any sort of baby food that gets expired, anything to do with babies, you probably want to get rid of. But there's flea markets. You can go there. There's places that sell expired medicine by the thousands. People don't care. And it's not bad. It's a fallacy to think it's bad. Now, would I be taking stuff that's 3 or 4 years expired? Probably not.
Mm-mm.
Probably not. But something that's close dated, just expired a couple months ago. That's what Amazon does. When they pull it off Amazon has a rule like 90 days. It can't expire within 90 days. So they pull that kind of stuff off. So it's either 3 months in or a few months out. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. How do you track your inventory for bookkeeping purposes for your bin store? I don't. It's by the truckload. I know how much I pay for the truckload. It goes in the bin store. There's no inventory tracking in a bin store. You just dump it in the bin and then you go. It's all about volume. It's not about value. It's all about volume. So you just want to, there's some bin stores that are doing millions of dollars a year in sales. That's huge profits, I need to get my bin stores up to that level. And I think that the fallacy in business is that, and you got to understand this, is that when things are bad, people seem to cut inventory, but that's not the time to cut inventory. When things when sales are slow, you need to increase your inventory and give your customers a better experience. Now, it might not pay off your first week, but certainly your second, third, fourth, fifth week, as people are getting used to you having more inventory, you're going to get more sales, right? The thing, if you're, let's say you're putting 12 pallets in on week 1, sales are bad. Then you go to 8 pallets on week 2. Sales are bad. You're just cutting your own throat. You got to keep high volume inventory in there. So, that's my advice for inventory. I don't track it. It's all by the truckload. In my big store, in my liquidation store, I track all the inventory. I use a program called Consign Pro, and I have anybody in the history of my store who sold us anything in our system. Every piece of inventory in the history of our store is in our system. We have over 500,000 items in inventory. You can go to our YouTube channel and you can see our 360 view. Stanley did a video walking around the store. You can look at everything in our store. Yeah. And so we have tons and tons of inventory here, and it never stops. I have death piles in my store. And if anybody doesn't know what a death pile is, it's when you buy something and you put it in the corner and you're like, I'm going to get to that later. And then you buy something else and you put it on top. Next thing you know, you got tons of stuff that you just got to process and get out. That's what I'm working. I'm focused on that right now. For the last week or two, we've been clearing out every corner in this building throwing stuff out that's no good, going to the dump. I promised that I didn't want to buy any new loads until I got all that stuff out. I still get my local stuff, but I didn't want to buy any new loads. But I might go buy a load today. I think we're getting pretty cleaned out, right?
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, we're
pretty gritty.
I'd say we're probably 80 or 90% there.
Yeah.
And then we can bring in new loads, so it's all fresh merchandise, fresh inventory. Judy says, "What's that?"
It's important to stay fresh.
100%. Judy says, "You are the best. Your advice is worth millions." I will take millions. Just kidding. Just kidding. Thank you for your help. You are so helpful. I'm glad I subscribed to your channel. NYC, go NYC. I used to live in Brooklyn for a little. I grew up in a military family. My dad was stationed in Brooklyn, so I love the city. Thank you, Judy. Thank you for the kind words. Thanks for watching. If you haven't liked and subscribed to our channel, please go to YouTube, Liquidation Motivation. Like and subscribe. Helps out with our algorithms. We will certainly be posting more of our regular store videos. We're going to have more Mary. And, everybody's more Mandy. Everybody's going to be in the videos. So Ben says, smash the like button. People show them some support. Thank you, guys. Thank you for that. Where is your big liquidation store? My big liquidation store is in Lakeland, Florida, in the Lakeland Square Mall. It's 110,000 square feet. And so we buy truckloads from Walmart, Target, Amazon, Home Depot, Lowe's, all the big stores, and we mixed it with stuff that people like to trade in, use stuff that they want to trade in. So it's very exciting. It's very fun. We get so much cool stuff in this store. We bought a case for what was that case that we bought the other day? For like an artillery round from World War II. Yeah, I mean, we bought a 1953 TV the other day. We're trying to get this place to look like a museum so that when you shop here, and I'm telling you, you don't know how many times a day people come up to us and say, this place is incredible. I've never seen a store like this in my life. So it's an experience. It's just not a normal liquidation store. And if you're going to open a store, you need to think in that way too, that context too. We're looking for life-size statues. We're looking for anything life-size, monsters, anything that we can find life-size. We want to bring in the store. We want it to be an experience for all of our customers. We want to change the way retail is. We do different things, like we give away free ice cream. We do everything that we can to make customers happy. Customers need to, I don't care, you have rules you put in place for your store, and you can either, when a negative thing happens to a customer, there's a customer's expectation for a result, right? I bought something, it's broken, I want to return it, right? Yeah. Now, as a business owner, you can satisfy that expectation, or you can go above and beyond and do something extra special to take care of them. Okay. And, we empower our employees, our managers, to make sure that these people leave happy every time that there's something that doesn't exactly go their way. So in a store, you need to make sure, first of all, that your store is incredible and you focus every day on making it incredible, and B, that your customer experience is incredible. So we want everybody to be happy, and you need to, if you're going to open a store and you're going to sit in the corner and you're going to let customers just walk around, you're not going to talk to them, not going to experience life with them and have fun with them and crack jokes with them, then you probably shouldn't be in this business. You probably shouldn't be. You have to be a showman. You have to be a salesperson.
Live in your business.
Yeah. You have to. That's what business is about. You have to be a marketing company. So if you want to get in this business, think about all those aspects of the company, of the business. And S. Cole Media, Stanley said, when is the Ashley truck company? So we had somebody did. So an Ashley truck was supposed to come on Friday. Somebody else bought it on B stock, then came to our store and they said they didn't want it. And I told them I would buy it, but I guess it got canceled. I don't really know, but somebody asked me the other day, where do I buy furniture? It was on, I don't even know, one of our chat groups, but I want to give everybody the information where I buy my furniture from. So I have a deal. I work with Dan Eggleston. Dan Eggleston, he's with Viking Building Systems. I believe he has the contract with Ashley, and he has a contract with another furniture store that I'm not allowed to, starts with a W. I'm not allowed to talk about on my videos because that's his contract with them. But if you were to give Dan a call at Viking Building Systems, and don't get stuck on the name, because what they were a liquidation company for hundreds of years, or 100 years. They focused on construction material, right? Lumber, flooring, stuff like that. And now they've expanded into in all different merchandise. So I think they're contracted with Ashley and all the warehouses around the United States. So I'm very close to an Ashley warehouse. I'm only 20 miles down the road. So my shipping is really, really cheap. I pay one flat price. Is it great? Sometimes they come in great. Sometimes they come in not so great. And, so I'm working with him. But yeah, Dan Eggleston at Viking Business Systems. So yeah, the truckload we ordered might get canceled. But I see that they're advertising them on B-Stock now. So I'm going to keep an eye on B-Stock to see if I can buy any of the loads that I can get out of Florida. Buddy, yeah. Remember, I buy all the loads out of Florida from Dan, so don't try Florida. Go to Georgia. Go somewhere else.
Ashley's got good furniture, that's for sure. Let's do a video on them. 1995, they were founded in Anchorage, Alaska.
In Alaska? Furniture?
Who would have thought, huh?
All right, Brandon says, a buddy of mine and I both sell full-time on eBay and have been looking at buying truckloads. How would you split the load evenly? Yeah, Brandon, that becomes a little bit tricky because if you ordered the high piece count load, which would come 24 pallets, 6 foot tall, it's easy to go 12 and 12. But like whenever, even if you were to get like a Home Depot Turbo Smalls load, they come 12 small items and 12 medium items. But then you might get a couple pallets that only have one thing in it, like a Bitcoin Bolt, right? Might have one thing in it. And so then how are you going to split that up? It just becomes difficult. But I get it. You have to, I partner up with people all the time. And so my problem I have is, I would get some crappy pallets in from my Home Depot loads. But I've agreed to split the truckload with somebody else. So what I always do is I send the 12 best pallets or 12 good pallets to the guy that partnered with me, and I end up keeping the crappy pallets because I don't want him to say, "Oh, you're being unfair," right? So you just have to manage the expectations at the beginning because it never comes in the way you expect, right? Like you might okay, so you might order 24 pallets from Home Depot, and one pallet might have one door on it that's laying flat and it takes up 2 pallet spaces. So first of all, you can only sell the door for $80. Second of all, it's taking up 2 pallet spaces and you paid $300 a pallet space. So how do you split that up? It becomes difficult. I would just say manage the expectations at the beginning.
I think that's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Expectations, because two competitive people going at it, want the best quality, sometimes just doesn't mesh.
What is the best area to buy high piece count Amazon, high in value? Alexandru. I don't know what you mean by the best area. It would depend on where you live. If wherever you live, there's going to be warehouses, there are going to be loads around you. So, there's a couple websites you can go to, Truckload Liquidations on Facebook, or Truckload or Liquidation Pallets on Facebook. I think that Liquidation Pallets on Facebook, I just looked it up, and they had like 41,000 members of that group. So that's a lot. So it's broker heavy. There's a lot of loads in there. If you're looking for brokers, go in that. If you're just looking for advice, join my group, which is Bin Store Co-op on Facebook. And we have about 5,000 members. You can go on there and ask any questions. We don't want brokers muddying up that group. That's just for advice. So, if I don't know if you put where you live, but they're available in Florida, they're available in Georgia, they're available in Indiana, they're available I see them in Vegas, I see them in California. They're available everywhere. Probably one of the best people to get a hold of is Access Limited. If they'll talk to you, sometimes they won't talk to you because they don't really want to take on new clients. Not that they don't want your money and don't want to sell to you, they just don't want to explain the business to you. So then you can go to like Midtown Liquidators who is more apt to want to take, to teach you the business, or Colton Carlson. He's willing to teach you the business. There's all these different people that you can go to try to get these loads from. I would just need more information from you as far as, where you're at, where you live, if you want my advice. So 55 minutes in. I do have a 2-hour drive ahead of me if I'm going to go visit this lady and see if I can work a deal out on some more high piece count loads. She says she's got a lot in her warehouse. So, you know, that I'm going to put my eyes on the product. I'm going to take a look at it. I'm going to see, you know, see if it's something that's going to work for me. Her high piece count loads are, you know, I think they're ranging anywhere from, and they're, she says they come in different levels, you know, anywhere from 16,000 up to 27,000. But I mean, I think it's important to go see it, to go put my eyes on it, so I can make an educated decision. But you know, it's hard to lose in these loads, right? Even, you know, I'm willing to say, give me a 16,000 dollar load, send her the money, have it come in, process it. She said there's going to be food in those ones, but I'm used to getting food in them anyways, and some of the ones I buy locally, so that doesn't bother me. You know, the other ones that are more expensive, she said you're going to get a lot of good eBay stuff, got a lot of good electronics, so you know, I want to buy one of those too. I'm willing to test any load out, and so when you test these loads out one time, and you know, I know it's a lot of money and I know it's expensive, but as long as you have your layers, you know, you can test a load out. If it works, then hammer that load. Buy every load that you can of that kind from that person, so that you lock up the supply. It's so important to lock up the supply. That is 100% why I want to open more bin stores, so I can lock up more of these supplies. Tommy Seals, good luck on your treasure seeking today. You're rocking it. You're rocking it. Thank you, Tommy. You know I love you, baby. You got something right here in my heart. I love this guy. Carol says, if I wanted to buy a truckload of coffin boxes from you, would you ship to Canada? Carol, you don't want to buy it from me. You know, mine come from a local nonprofit that doesn't like me talking about her on here, but, you know, I don't know if she's watching or not. You know, the shipping cost would just be ridiculous. I think I got a shipping quote from Iowa to Mia Furniture today. It was like $7,000. You know, I don't even pay that much for the load. Plus, I only buy, what I buy is 26-foot U-Hauls, so it's all hand-loaded. I think Carol, you can buy from Excess Limiteds in Indiana. You could buy from them. You know, find somebody up in your area that has high piece count loads. I'm sorry, the coffin box loads, and you know, untouched. You want to make sure they're not open, they're not double taped. We talk about double tape all the time. That's when somebody cuts them open, pulls out the good stuff, and retapes them. I got a lady in my area that sells the double taped one. She's claiming that she pulls the toys out because she gives the toys to kids, but I don't know that, you know, I don't want somebody to touch anything that I'm buying, you know. So Carol, yeah, I don't get enough. Any that I get, I open some up for myself. I leave the other ones sealed and I sell in my store, and they're gone. Right now I'm out of stock. So Carol, if I ever had too many, I'd be happy to sell them to you, but I don't. But like I said, I think you can get them better deal closer to you. They might even be available in Canada. I would go to Facebook Marketplace and just type in Amazon, then start looking through all the pictures, okay? Look through all the pictures, and you're going to find a coffin box. Stanley, put up what a coffin box looks like. You're going to find the coffin boxes somewhere. See, these are what coffin boxes look like. You're going to find these. Once you find a picture of one of those, you know, get a hold of that person, try to find out, you know, if they can get multiples, if they can get truckloads. Some of these nonprofits are getting these truckloads, and it's almost unlimited. I know somebody sent me a chart of who's getting truckloads in Florida, the nonprofits, and some of these companies are getting millions and millions of dollars for this stuff every year from Amazon. I think they're free, but I don't really know if they're free or not. The suppliers I found for Amazon charge $25,000 for truckloads plus freight, and they are local. Yeah, that's crazy. $3,000 for freight, and it's local. Yeah, and so coffin boxes. So I'm getting, these are the nonprofit boxes that I'm getting. I've seen coffin boxes with high piece electronic counts. I've seen coffin boxes with like dog food and returns. You know, it all depends on what kind of stuff you're getting. These are the pallets that we sell right here. So these are 8 boxes right here. We sell for $400 a box, $400 a pallet. And this is the same thing that somebody just found 3 3D printers in one of them. Somebody else found something else expensive, but I forget what it was.
Some Milwaukee tool, like $2,000.
Yeah.
winch or something like that.
Yeah. So these are what we sell. I mean, we get them a good deal from our nonprofit. We just don't get enough. I would buy a truckload a day from them, but I don't know. They've had some medical issues, so I don't know. I'm trying to work my way through it, trying to make it work. If anybody else, if anybody has any loads in Florida, feel free to send them to me. I need to buy something right now. I need to buy a couple truckloads, probably maybe 2 truckloads this week, 2 next week to fill my warehouse back up. After we just spent a month cleaning it all out, I can't stand having empty space in there. I got to have product there. So if we bring the product in, we'll be selling it.
Especially Christmas coming up soon.
Yeah, Christmas. I want to, right now is the time to overload for Christmas. You want to buy Christmas right now. And, and remember the seasonal product is incredible. You want seasonal product, but when can you buy truckloads of Christmas stuff? You got to buy that in January, February, March, right? So, storage is big if you're going to have a big store. It's real important. So Carol, I'd have to have more information on those $25,000 truckloads, but certainly $3,000 in freight should mean it's coming from 1,000 miles away or so. I don't know what you mean by that's local, but that seems crazy. But everything is more expensive up there in Canada. I know. I live 20 miles from Canada. A beer up there is $7, right? Everything, because you guys have that GST to pay for your health insurance, which I think is good. I think it's good that everybody has health insurance. Damien, my man, thanks for the great info, Tom. Damien was on our show the other day. Great information from Damien. He's a young stud. I'm like the granddad in the industry. He's like the young stud in the business. Him and Colton. So, I'm glad that you're doing well, buddy. $7 a beer is cheap now, right? Right. Yeah, that was when I was in college, so that was a long time ago. We used to go across the border, right? Because it was 21 to drink in America, and it was only 19 to drink in Ontario, Canada. So we would take that drive over the nearest city, and we'd party all night long, man. That's probably why I failed out of college my first time, but it was a good time. Damien said Colton is the stud. That's right. These guys are rocking, and I'm so happy. I'm so proud of you guys for what you're doing in this business. This is such a great and fun business. There's so many people that sit in that cubicle that push paper. My wife pushes paper all day long. I don't see how that is fun.
I know what you mean.
Right? I mean, it's so much fun to open up a box and be like Christmas. Yeah. How you feel on Christmas? When you were a kid and it was Christmas and you'd get something, you'd tear it open, you'd break it open, you'd be like, this is heaven. That's what it feels like in this business every day. Every day, man. So that's why I love it, man. I wouldn't want to be in any other business, until I'm in the business of helping people out. Whenever I financially can afford it, I'm gonna quit and go help people out. So, all we need is Bitcoin to go up. That's all. So
no. Is seasonal when you buy seasonal pallets and so forth. Is it cheaper to buy it in January through April versus?
Well, it's cheaper to buy it after the season, obviously. So they have everything in the store, and then they liquidate everything that's left over in the store, and then you buy that up. They're overstocked because they're not in the business. Walmart's not in the business, so they do what they call just-in-time inventory, right? So they want during Christmas season, as this sells off the shelf, they're loading one more, right? And as that sells, they're loading one more. And then when the season's over, they want everything gone and no more of the product in their warehouse. So just-in-time inventory, they don't store anything. They want to reorder it the next year. Now they might have some problems with supply chain lately. I know when we went into what was it stand in Vegas? CVS? Where are we going? Rite Aid? No, Rite Aid. We went to a Rite Aid in Vegas. And we walked in the store. It was 80% empty. There's certainly supply chain issues all over the country right now. It was strange how empty it was. So I don't know how just-in-time inventory doesn't work if you have supply chain issues. So, but anyways, you have to buy the seasonal stuff after the season, and then you have to store it. I love Christmas. I'll buy Christmas any time of the year. It sells anytime. We have it out any time of the year. It sells. But the other Easter stuff, Halloween stuff we put out as probably a month or two before the season start. We actually have a bunch of Halloween stuff out right now, right?
Yes.
And it's September 13th, so we're a little early on that.
People buying.
People will buy it. Yeah, we have a lot of life-size Halloween stuff, and people want to buy it, but we really don't want to sell it to them because it makes for good decorations, good store displays around here. Maybe the week before Halloween we'll sell it. All right, good enough. Hour and 5 minutes. Hey, thank you guys for watching. I'll give you an update on how my meeting goes tomorrow. I'm going to drive a couple hours to get this meeting done so I can look at the pallets and see if it's going to be beneficial for me, for my company, for my business, for my new bin stores. And I'm hoping this week to get the orange crates in so I can show some of you bin store owners what I'm going to try to use, see if that works out for me. We'll make a video about that. Yeah, how we're going to build them up. We'll have Jonathan's our handyman around here. We'll have Jonathan build a base for him. That's about it. You got anything left to say, Paul?
Oh, no. I enjoy being on these videos, man.
All right. So remember.
I'm always learning. Knowledge is power. That's what I can say. That's what I end the keyword with.
There you go.
Knowledge is power.
So Liquidation Motivations, our YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe on YouTube. Resale America is our liquidation store, 110,000 square foot liquidation store in the Lakeland Square Mall, Lakeland, Florida. Deal Days is my bin stores. One is in Winter Haven, Florida at 2820 Wrecker Highway. Go down there and see Bing. And then we have Jen in Deal Days in Port Richey in Jasmine Plaza. Go see the beautiful Jen up there. So, hey, and her mom. Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for paying attention. Thanks for everything you do. We have a great community here. If you have any questions, go to Bin Store Co-op on Facebook. Put some more questions in there. That's all I got. Now go out there and make some money.